My name is Paul Smith, and on TV Warren's coverage of the Great Lakes Comic Convention, I am host, producer, writer, camera operator, utility, editor. Basically, if there was a box, it would be all the above.
Hi, my name's Steve Brown, and I'm an intern here at TV Warren. And you know, we get to work on this amazing show, Great Lakes Comic Con. I do things from shooting to writing to editing. It's just a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Ben Smith. I am a producer, on-air host, and editor, along with just the resident geek in the group, I think. The comic fan in the group.
Well, it kind of happened organically. We were actually on our way to a shoot, and Paul asked me in the truck on the way there. He said, "Hey, you want to shoot a Comic-Con?" And I was like, "I've never even been to a Comic-Con. I wouldn't know where to start." And he said, "I never have either, but there's one in Warren. You want to go?" And I was like, "Sure, let's check it out." So what we did was we actually got together. This must have been 6 or 7 months ahead of time. We started getting together twice a month, and then eventually once a week, every week, and just went over what was there, what could we possibly do, because we really didn't have any structure. We just decided, hey, we know there's going to be people there, there's going to be guests there, like let's try to get a couple interviews and let's try to talk to some of the people and vendors, and I think we could make something cool. And then it turned into what it's become today, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
So I give Paul and Steve like all the credit because they came to me and were like, hey, we have this idea to cover Comic-Con. They were going to do it for themselves, but they're like, it's in Warren, so why not do it at work? And so once they had kind of figured it out, he came to me and was like, would you want to host this? And I'm like, yeah, or co-host it with Paul. And I was like, absolutely.
And basically, me, Steve, Ben, and a couple interns, Jeff Shanks and Eddie Christensen, I got those guys there, rounded them up, and we went to Macomb Community College and covered it in 2017 for the first year.
So our pre-production is extensive. We're probably, I mean, maybe there's like 2 months maybe where we aren't talking about it, or we aren't coming up with, we're just spitballing ideas or anything like that. There's probably only 2 months of the year where we don't pre-produce this. So yeah, we need to have, and that's a big responsibility because everyone has to be on their game at every moment over those 2 days. They're like 2 12-hour days or something, and everyone has to be kind of on their game the whole time. So we pre-produce months and months out just to make sure that everyone is on task and everyone knows what they're doing. Because if they don't get it, we don't have it. So yeah, pre-production is huge on this show in particular.
So now it comes down to the day of. So we get to TV Warren at about 10 to 11 o'clock. We load up the van. We get all the equipment. We got it all ready the night before. We load up the van. We drive on down to 12 Mile and Hayes, and we show up to Macomb Community College Expo Center. We get there, the whole crew shows up. There's 9, 10 of us. We're getting ready, we're grabbing stuff out of the van. It looks like an assembly line. We're just going back and forth into the building and we're bringing stuff in. So then we get this 10 by 20 space. We're like, all right, now let's turn this is our canvas. Now let's turn this into a piece of art, which is our set. We build the set, we put the TV down, we put the lights up, the cameras, the chairs. And then that's setting up for, around 3:30, 4 o'clock is when all the guests start to show up.
Well, if they have enough people to do the interviews, because the interviews are something we try to knock out right away, I usually either go start getting B-roll, or if I'm lucky enough, I'll have a floor reporter. Usually it's Megan or Nick, and we get to go out and start talking to the people.
And then after that, the event starts at 5 o'clock, and now it's time just to go out, shoot footage, get all of our packages, Warren vendors, what's at your booth, meet the creators. So basically anything that we had pre-planned.
Usually for me, I like to shoot as much as I can on that first day and then use the second day for B-roll and kind of filling in the gaps. And then yeah, we're there shooting our stuff until about, I don't know, 8 or 9 on the first day. And then we're done by, like, we're completely gone for the day around 10. And then the next day we come back even earlier, and it's an all-day thing. They open at 10, so that's where we get those crowd shots and those really cool stuff. But yeah, day 2 is a lot, for me at least, filling in the blanks of things that I didn't get the day before.
So basically there's a lot going on in day 2, just anything that we missed from day 1 and all the other pre-planned stuff that we thought of that fits better into day 2. And then we strike, wrap up, go home, upload the footage, and it's time to edit and then produce the first episode.
It's amazing to see the transition at the location. It's a giant gymnasium or auditorium, and it's completely empty Friday morning. And then by the time it's Friday afternoon, there's hundreds and hundreds of people. It gets up to thousands of people, actually. I forget the numbers now, but I know it's well over 5,000 people that usually attend. I think that was the first year, it was 5,000. So it's not only growing in the community, but also our coverage of it, I think, is helping, has helped show that there's something, it's an amazing event going on in Warren. Come check it out.
The success that's come from it has been pretty amazing. I mean, winning the communicator awards that we've won in the years that we've entered it, the AVA awards, the videographer award is probably the biggest one, because I like to think that if we didn't win that first videographer award for excellence or whatever it was, that we probably wouldn't have made this show again. And it was enough juice to kind of go, we want to do this again, but this way. And we got a new boss in the next year, and we were able to do that.
So it's really a team effort all the way from the very beginning, from pre-production to production to the post-production. And that's what I enjoy so much about doing all this, is seeing everything come together from start to finish.